very proud children when you can come up like this. At times, I guess you are also a serious reminder to all the civil servants, especially the teachers. You are also making the remark that do not underestimate children. Youth are definitely, the young people, very young age people, but they have the capacity to be the agent of change.
Building Community Initiative is a program designed by Bhutan Center for Media and Democracy, and it is to nurture a participatory approach to making decisions about community building, whether it is rural or urban development, and to cultivate a sense of ownership and responsibility for their communities. Instead of starting from issues and challenges, which is deficit-based, asset-based community mapping starts from what is working well in this community, what are the strengths of this community, to inspire people to take active participation in making decisions about their community, in formulating policies, engaging with the local leaders and planners instead of being passive recipients. The underlying premise is that when we use strength-based approach to building communities, we develop a sense of competence and confidence within the community to be able to address their own issues rather than waiting for an expert to come in. So in that way, we hope the communities become more self-organizing and self-sustaining.
The process of building community initiative involves a two-pronged approach. The first approach involves organizing town hall committee that brings planners, civil society members, local residents, elected leaders, and municipal sector heads. The members are then trained on the importance of citizen participation in making decisions about their own communities, as well as the importance of being inclusive in policy making. The other approach involves training teachers as well as interested community members on ways of recognizing their community's resources, challenges, and more importantly, mobilizing these resources to address relevant issues.
I got an experience as to how to identify a problem, how to be a responsible citizen, come forward with new ideas and to adopt certain strategies as to how to solve the problems.
I truly learned that when we have the right to live in that place, we also have the sole responsibility to take as well for the developmental process or any kind of process in that society. Just simply looking at that issue is not enough, but we have to work accordingly to look for some solutions. So we never have to expect from the government to take over that actions. It is all in our hand. That is what I learned.
The training largely targets teachers because of their access to a large number of youth that they work with on a daily basis. This approach enables a multiplier effect in terms of impact and outcomes. The teachers finally conduct a step-down training where they educate the youth themselves in asset-based community mapping.
Basically, mapping involves going into the community and then talking to the residents With the youth, they go out to the communities, and then using a strength-based approach, they learn about the strengths and assets and resources in the communities. The resources could be, skills that are existing within the communities. It could be business enterprises who could contribute to the communities, and it could be knowledge that individuals have, cultural heritage that the community is proud of. Resources and assets here refer to all these things. And as they go and interact with community members, they physically locate the resources within the community and also the challenges in the community. They take pictures of those assets and challenges in the community. Then they actually create a map of the community, tracing the route that they have taken and the people that they have interacted, and say, this is the community that we visited, and these are the resources here, and they actually locate in that physical map. And these are the challenges that the community face. They also locate those challenges on the map. Then collectively, they put their heads together and think about now how to resolve this issue in the community. They put a proposal together, along with the community members. And that idea, they now bring it to the town committee. And they share this idea, they make that proposal, they pitch that idea to the town committee. And that is where we create this platform of bringing planners and decision makers to interact with the youth and the residents, talking about issues as well as resources that can be mobilized. And with the guidance from the town committee, the youth mappers go back to the community and then carry out their local action.
Right now, I'm feeling very exhausted. It was a very long way from our school till here. The main reason why we have come here is that we came to help the community people so that we can make their water clean and preserve the water so that they can have a very healthy life by drinking that healthy water. So we have come here to make the water clean. The one thing that I learned is that even the youth can make a difference in the community. A small step can be taken by everyone to help the country.
If the youth has the intention and if they have willingness from themselves, they can make the changes. They don't need to wait for someone to do their work and make changes. Just they have to have the willingness in themselves and should be quite confident to carry out that work.
I felt very happy that I could help the citizens and our own community.
After they have carried out the local action, again they bring the results back to the town committee. There are two things that they talk about. Basically, what are the results of their project? It could be putting a fence around a spring water source, or it could be constructing a public toilet in a community. That is one project result. But the more important result is the learning process that they have gone through by engaging in the whole process of mapping, developing a project idea, and bringing back to the town committee. That is the more important learning outcome for us, to get to understand how people change their way of thinking.
From this mapping, I have learned a lot of new things. I learned that we should be always ready to face any challenges. I will see myself also as a community member who can help them when needed. It has increased our participation, even it has increased this confidence also.
It gave me a lot of opportunities to explore and also to learn how to approach different organizations and bring about solutions. I think this is the very platform where we can contribute in the community we live and to instill that sense of togetherness.
Through this whole process of community mapping made me to realize that it is not only the government that should build the community and the nation as a whole. The responsibility falls also on the community and every citizen.
A small change can make a big difference later.
I think from this community mapping I learned a lot. The best thing is that I really had a good satisfaction, because just learning in classroom and then scoring good marks in exams will also give a satisfaction, but this community mapping, it's like outside learning. It gave me a lot of experience.
By engaging in a real-life project, they understand the complexity of addressing community issues. But they also learn the skills of negotiating with the community members and mobilizing resources, asking for donations to contribute to a project that would help the community.
Mapping of communities is paramount so that plans are designed and formulated based on the ground realities of the community. This ensures relevance when plans are eventually implemented. Usually, the approach towards problem solving begins from inquiry into what is lacking, what is not working, what is an issue here. This approach runs the danger of slipping into pessimism and negativity. However, the approach adopted for community mapping in this case leverages on the strengths, effectiveness, and energizing experiences latent within the communities. What is working here? What are the resources present? Such an approach involves a shift in the mindset, which creates a reserve of positive energy and optimism. Participants become more creative in addressing these issues, which grows confidence in one's own capacity and capabilities. Ultimately, on a societal level, it creates self-sustaining communities that are resilient, active, affirming, along with the inhabitants who are aware of their powerful role in bettering one's own community.
You have the capacity to give back to the community if you have the will to. We do need to rely on government or external agencies to help certain times, but oftentimes there are small issues which can be addressed by changing individuals' behavior, at individual level, changing your own behavior. Youth are known for, creating problems, getting into trouble. That is the general impression of the youth, right? But by engaging youth in this process, we realize that if we can really channel their energy, they can be really productive in giving back to the society. I think this program basically gives youth the opportunity to involve in real-life, authentic projects and then to undergo self-discovery.
I believe to develop emotional intelligence in school within the classroom is too narrow to understand. The community mapping program, it has given the students the forum to also make better decisions and had really helped them also to model expectations of elders, at the same time model expectations of youngers. That has motivated many more children also to be part of such programs.
And it also changes the impression that communities have about the youth. They feel that, yes, our youth can contribute to communities. Right now, we really do not consult youth in decisions that we make, right? and in a way they are energetic and passionate lot, but their voices are not heard. Through this program, we really engage the youth. And we focus on youth because we believe that if we can make a difference in one generation of youth, it can change the future.
They think that a visionary leader should be always in a rotating chair. But I think that if we do this kind of jobs, I think it is the starting of our leadership quality.
If we can get them early on and change the way they think, the way they look at issues in their communities, I think we can make a bigger impact.
Given a chance, our children can do more than what we actually expect out of them. It's amazing our children know the ground they belong to, the family they belong to, the community and village they belong to.
I would like to tell them that if we work together, we can do anything and we can make a better community.